Sorry, Muff.
Do you know there's a place near where my dad grew up in?
What, that's called Muff?
In Genuine is.
Is it actually?
Genuine is called a place called Muff.
Oh, do you know what? Do you know, up in our village, well, my village, at the top, towards the Sovereign, honestly, the names up there are crazy. You've got Hayslack Lane, Dick Road.
Dead Man.
Honestly, every single one. I'm like, who created this?
But yeah, Muff. There's a place called Muff.
Well, it's not that bad.
And you know what there is there? It's by the side of Loch. It's not called Loch Willie. I should have said it was called
Loch Muff.
Loch Willie, but no, Loch Foyle. So which leads out into the Atlantic. Do you know what there is in Muff?
Tell me what there is in Muff.
There's a Muff diving centre. Genuinely is a Muff diving centre. I love it.
That's brilliant. That is great.
And then there's another thing as well over in Ireland, that's up in the north. You know, an ice cream that you get in a cone, obviously. They don't call it an ice cream over there. Do you know what they call it?
Muff cream?
It's not Muff
tell.
cream. That is something totally different. Muff cream. Well,
I didn't know what you were going to say. I did.
Kind of related, but Muff cream, that is definitely something different.
I feel like this is going to be really anticlimactic now when you say it. So, Andy, what do they call an ice cream?
They call it a poke.
A poke?
So you can go down to Muff for a poke. Down at Muff Diving Centre.
That is fucking hilarious.
Genuinely
That
can
is
as well.
so funny.
So, yeah.
God.
And
Shout out to anyone from Muff.
Shout out to anyone from Muff up in Donegal. So yeah, just everybody's aware of the Muff Diving Centre. So yeah, it's good.
Funny. Get yourself down there.
Yeah, it is. Quality.
So, building relationships.
How do we get onto Muff Diving Centre, by the way?
I'm not sure. But
anyway,
you know, we digress.
We did.
Building relationships.
Yes.
More important now than ever, I think.
I think so, yeah, without a doubt. I think speaking to people, the reliance on having a good network of suppliers in particular, people who know what they're talking about, and in particular make things easy for people. Myself and Stuart met a really good landscape architect company only yesterday, the day before, and we were talking to them about how people just want things easy nowadays, and it's like, you
life's
know,
manic. It's like everything needs to be simplified, because how we got into where we are now.
Well, oh yeah, absolutely. Whereas, you know, we were speaking to them, showcasing our products to them, but showcasing RF paving to them and all of the things that we can do. It was when we were talking to them and speaking to a lovely lady called Beatrice, brilliant. She understood us as a company because we were sat there in front of them, but also we're there with physical products, saying physical samples of this, you can keep this, you can keep that, and whatever else. And as we were talking, and we've got something quite exciting in the pipeline between our company. What we will do? It's going to make me grey and bald. Yeah, we will launch very shortly. But it became apparent that yes, people, all are speaking to people personally. When I summarised to them and Stuart, as we were sat there, what we'd done, this company was up near enough in North Yorkshire, just on the border, and it was like Stuart had driven from the Midlands, so yeah, I don't know, 90 minutes, 2 hours drive to come up to this meeting. I'd driven 45 minutes, separate cars, going met out there. But not just that, he'd already been to the depot to pick up various different samples that we had there, and we were discussing things, and and we were sort of saying to these guys, we've brought these along and you're welcome to keep them. And they were like, we will, but we don't, we're left with things that we don't really know what it is and where it's from, and so, and it was like, and I actually sort of like said to them, I says, well, this is why I'm preempting what we're actually going to be doing, and it's sort of like a bit of we want to be able to do this, but we want to do this by you literally joining a Teams call or Zoom or whatever. Zoom's still going? I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
About COVID, isn't it? But yeah, I still Zoom sometimes.
I suppose. But yeah, so we can do sort of like CPDs virtually to these people and then go like, right, this is this product, this is that, this is good in a sort of like a room where we can sort of like just speak to these and not have to do the driving, so we can hit people in different places and do whatever. And then,
well, I think if you're doing it over Zoom or any form of Google whatever Meet online, it's still the same. You're still getting your personality across, and I think it's really difficult because in this era where no one's got any time, everything is online, everyone is very exposed online, they communicate online, people use AI to make their daily life easier, people are thinking a lot less because of AI.
Yeah.
I think that the actual relationships and, going to the pub on a Friday for a drink with someone or having chance during your work day to actually fit in those face-to-face meetings is becoming less and less.
Yeah.
And I think it's so difficult. And no matter what happens over the next 10 years with the developments of AI, which I'm sure is going to be huge, it cannot ever replace human connection. It'll still is, you can do anything with it, but you can't replicate that human connection. So whether it's meeting customers, trade shows, suppliers is important. Like, we work with a lot of suppliers and customers that's based on trust.
Yeah.
You can't trust it through a computer. You need to, it's like my granddad always used to say, like, when you shake someone's hand, that to him was better than a contract in law. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
I think that's kind of forgotten about a lot these days, and it's really important.
Yeah.
Matt, D5.
Yeah.
So we spoke to Matt before, we had a lot of communication with him. He actually came to a trade show to see us, just to meet us in person, to get to know what we were like, to spend some time with us. He ended up being with us for nearly 2 full days.
2 days.
And
couldn't get rid of him.
From that, though, what a relationship has been grown from it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you wouldn't... That's rare, because it's seeing someone, how they are naturally. When you spend a lot of time with someone, there's only so much front that someone can give. And that's so valuable.
Yeah, and he came to his own conclusion and basically said, I get you. I get what you're about. I get what you personally and us as a company are about. And
that's so important.
Yeah, I want to work with that.
Like, and you don't get that often. You get...
Very rare, yeah.
It's just 2 completely different things.
Yeah.
Anyone can be anyone behind a computer screen.
Of course they can, And
you hide your identity, really, don't you?
Yeah,
in a way.
And I think people working with people and working in collaboration with certain people and certain brands, you look at sort of like you have what necessarily brand ambassadors. We don't see them as brand ambassadors. See people
part of the family
who work with us. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely,
I mean, it's literally, we go on about the family business, and it is, our work and our sort of like customer base. We see, when we're doing work with them, literally it's like working with family.
Absolutely. And that's what I love. Like, I love that about us. I love that everyone that's in the team or associated with us, that's the feel that we give off.
I
can't do that, though.
Can tell you really do love
what?
it as well.
Oh, don't you talk. You speak with your hands all the time. You've not done any.
I haven't yet. No.
But yeah, it's really valuable, and I think it's missed a lot. I think it is missed a lot. Like, we find it a lot. Even with, like, people that we'd work with on social media. I think a lot of people are out there to get a deal, there's so many deliverables. You get one post, 2 stories, whatever the deliverables are. That's not a relationship to me that matters as much. Mm-hmm. I feel like for me, it's more important that people that we work with likes our brand, likes us as people, and we form a partnership. We're not forming deliverables, because then it's like there's nothing more I hate than when you see influencers or anyone online that switches their opinion based on what product they're advertising, or every 6 months. There's no authority built behind that. You don't believe it. It's that form of advertising to me is over. It's like no one believes it. Everything is a paid advert, or you're just promoting what you're getting paid the most for. Mm-hmm. I think now, actually having someone that speaks highly about your brand, that understands what you're about, so they're representing you as a whole rather than just representing you for money. I think that's so different, and it comes across in content.
Definitely, you know, we have people that we've dealt with since we first took the company on. Mm-hmm. You know, people that have dealt with your father, Rob, in the past, or we still deal with now. You know, and it's sort of like those relationships are built from scratch, from not knowing somebody to people who are just, don't get me wrong, people always into things for price, and they've got to make their business work, etc., things like that. But we genuinely have people. What did that guy say to you? I don't care how much you are. I'm going to use you. From guy in West Yorkshire,
yeah, we've
never
had it
used
a lot
us before.
of time. Yeah, and that's the relationship thing though. We've said it on previous episodes. If people get let down on deliveries, time, bad communication, that costs someone so much more than anything else. Like, that is the main thing that costs you money, rather than what you're making on the job. They're all the small things about how your relationship with your customer or your relationship with other people work. We've started a bit of a networking group. Like, we've got close people in our network that we know will deliver the same quality of service, personality, promising and delivering.
And the vision of what people are wanting, and that's what people want.
And that's so important though. Like, can't be replicated.
No, I agree.
And there's just a lot of value in it. It needs to be focused on more, I think. Not AI impersonating a human, actually. A human. Don't get me wrong, they can. They absolutely can.
But I think relationships are key, without a doubt.
Yeah, me too.